Well, hi, everybody, and a tremendous Friday afternoon to you as we come your way from Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Pasadena High School for Game 2 of the Pacific League matchup for 2017 between the Nitros and the Bulldogs. The Nitros got the victory on Tuesday by a score of 8-3, and that has given them a mini two-game win streak over the Bulldogs dating back to last season. However, the Bulldogs are looking to even things up here today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups. First off, for the visiting Nitros, leading things off, playing second base, number 7, David Edom. He was the winning pitcher on Tuesday. He went 7 innings, striking out 2, walking 4, allowing 3 runs, but none of them earned, improving to 1-7 on the season. Batting second at shortstop, number 2, Bryce Wong. Hitting third at first base, number 33, Andrew Tinoco. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 12, Nolan Wong. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 6, Mike Titchener. Hitting sixth at third base, number 22, Nate Rangel. Batting seventh in left field, number 25, Matt Bajanian. Hitting eighth and doing the pitching, number 3, Trent Lucerian. And batting ninth, playing center field, number 27, Jacob Rangel. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Bulldogs defensively from left to right in the outfield. Aaron Corder, Albie Castro, Christopher Zambrano. From third to first across the infield, David Banuelos, Robert Olivares, Jacob Green, Alex Tanner, Adrian DePasquale behind the plate, and Nick Moran up on the mound. A right-handed pitcher into his windup, and the game is underway. First pitch swung on, popped foul, back out of play, strike one to count. David comes into the contest hitting .280. He has 13 hits on the season. Check that. He's hitting .280 with 7 hits on the season, all 7 of them singles. He's walked 3 times, been hit by a pitch once. 10 strikeouts, 4 runs scored, and an RBI that he picked up last game on Tuesday. Meanwhile, up on the mound, you've got Nick Moran. He's 4-3 on the season with an ERA of 2.95. He's appeared in 8 games. He has 3 saves on the season as well. He's pitched in 42 2/3 innings, allowed 30 runs, only 18 earned, 54 hits, striking out 24 and walking 12. And the 0-1 offering, a breaking ball taken high, and the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. So 4-3 with an ERA of 2.95 for Nick Moran up on the mound for the Bulldogs here in Game 2 of this series. There's the 1-1 offering from the right-handed pitcher. Fastball waved at and missed, and Edom down in the count. Now a ball and 2 strikes. His last outing for Moran was against Hoover. He got the victory. He went 5 innings, gave up a run on 3 hits while striking out 4. That was a 15-1 victory over Hoover back on April 20th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Missing outside on a close one. And the count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sometimes they say, you've got to protect the plate, anything close. Looked a little too close for comfort. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. You've got 284 down the left field line, 308 down the right field line, 400 to center field. Breaking ball swung on and popped up towards center field. Albie Castro going back. He's under it, makes the catch, and we've got 1 away. So Edomer's retired, and that brings up Bryce Wong, the shortstop. Bryce hitting .250 on the season with 13 hits. He has 11 singles and 2 doubles. He's been hit by a pitch 6 times. He's walked 6 times. 9 strikeouts on the season. He's scored 9 runs and has 1 RBI. So Bryce, a left-handed hitter standing in with 1 out, facing a right-handed pitcher in Moran up on the mound. Alex Tanner got the start on Tuesday. He went 3 innings. He ended up with the loss, dropping to 2-3. First pitch swinging. There's a drive into right field, but right at Christopher Zambrano, who puts it away, and we've got 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down for Andrew Tinoco. Tinoco on the season, hitting .269. He's got 14 hits, including 4 doubles and a triple. He's driven in 9, scored 5 times. He's walked 6 and struck out 15. So Tanner got the start. He went 3 innings, striking out 3, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits, but only 2 of those runs were earned before he gave way to the bullpen. He had a good outing on Tuesday. according to the stats, as the first pitch is over for a strike, Tanner didn't really have too many innings under his belt going into that game. So 0-1 the count to Tinoco, a right-handed hitting first baseman for the Nitros. Here's the next pitch. Fastball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, the designated hitter, Nolan Wong. So the team split last year, and it was the 3-0 victory at home for the Nitros. I believe it was the Orlando Diaz no-hitter. And then I think Anthony Shannon had the 1-hitter against Arcadia last year. A couple of highlights for the pitching staff. Swing and a miss as he chases a fastball upstairs, and Tinoco down in the count 1-2. And for Moran, some good velocity on that fastball up in the zone, making Tinoco chase. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Moran looking to make it a 1-2-3 inning. The Nitros only 8 runs scored in the first inning all year long. The pitch swung on and fouled off. The ball going off the catcher's mask. And the count remains 1-2. They've been outscored something like 41-8 in the first inning this year. Yep, 41-8 in the first inning. They've been outscored. Looking to start a 2-out rally. Here's Moran with the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball in the dirt, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tinoco had a good play defensively on Tuesday. There was a fly ball hit to Bermudez in right field, actually in right center field as he was playing center. He went to the gap, made the catch, just kind of chucked it back toward the infield. Tinoco came off first base, made the catch like a relay, and tagged the runner trying to get back to first base for a double play. Here's the next pitch. Taken outside, and the count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Edom opened up with a fly ball out to center. Wong flew out to right field, and now Tinoco with a full count. Moran into his windup, and here's the payoff pitch. Swinging, fouled at the plate, and so we will do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hey, we can also watch the game if you want to. You can go to PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com for the simulcast. Weebly spelled W-E-E-B-L-Y, PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. And you can watch the game and listen to the game at the same time. A little bit of simulcast. And we'd like to thank the Bulldogs, Mr. Tanner, for working that out with us. It's always great to collaborate with other parents to benefit high school ball. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball 4, and Tinoco draws the walk. So the first walk offered up the first base runner for the Nitros, and that brings up Nolan Wong, the designated hitter. He's hitting .238 on the season, has 10 hits, 9 singles, and a double. He's walked 7 times. He's struck out 7 times. He's driven in 4, and he's scored a run. He's batting from the left side as the Nitros go right, left as far as handed batters in the lineup. On deck, Mike Titchener. So Wong batting from the left side, breaking ball, check swing, fouled at the plate, strike 1. For Moran, the 4 strikeouts against Hoover was his second highest. He had 7 strikeouts in 7 innings against Paramount in a 3-2 victory. It was a common opponent team that the Nitros were supposed to play, but they got rained out. So he had a complete game victory over Paramount for one of his 4 victories on the season for Moran. Tinoco with his lead from first. Here's the pitch to the plate. Fastball at the knees, and Nolan Wong down in the count now, 0-2. Alex Tanner holding the runner on at first. Tinoco taking his lead away from first. We've got 2 outs in the top half of the first inning. A breeze blowing from right to left across the outfield. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Di Pasquale, to keep Tinoco at first. I believe it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the cleanup hitter for the Nitros. So we saw 3 pitchers on Tuesday. It was this new pitch count rule according to CIF, but I believe any of those pitchers could probably come back in relief today if need be. Not sure how deep their bullpen is or the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Swinging, popped up, infield towards second base. The first baseman, Tanner, is going to call off the second baseman, Green, and make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, and a man left on at the end of half an inning. Nitros nothing, Bulldogs coming up. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more. Bottom of the first coming up right after this.
And is a historic bed and breakfast centrally located in the hills of South Pasadena, just 15 minutes from downtown L.A. They offer 9 unique rooms with beautiful views, cozy beds, and modern amenities. Enjoy impeccable service, daily breakfast, and afternoon refreshments. All rates include breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and tax. Check them out on the web at ArroyoVistaInn.com or call them at 323-478-7300. Are you in the market for real estate services? Then you need Michelle Downing. Michelle combines years of experience and knowledge to get the job done right. Michelle Downing is a founding partner of Partners Trust Real Estate in Pasadena. Whether buying or selling, you need Michelle Downing. She will help you find the residence that is perfect for you. Call Michelle at 626-696-4848. Check her out on the web at thepartnerstrust.com.
So back here as we head to the bottom of the first inning with the Bulldogs coming to the plate. Leading things off will be Christopher Zambrano, followed by David Banuelos, then Alvy Castro. Alex Tanner hitting fourth. Adrian D. Pasquale hitting fifth. Robert Alavedis sixth. Rounding out the lineup, Aaron Corder, Joseph De La Portilla, and Jacob Green. And De La Portilla, your designated hitter for Moran here in this one. Trent Lucerian up on the mound. Armando Alvarez behind the plate. For the Nitros, from third to first across the infield, you've got Nate Rangel, Bryce Wong, David Edom, and Andrew Tinoco. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Matt Bajanian, Jacob Rangel, and Mike Titchener. So Trent comes into the contest with a 1-7 mark. He has an ERA of 2.35. He's appeared in 50 2/3 innings. He's allowed only 17 earned runs. He has 25 strikeouts to 22 walks. He has hit 12 batters. And he's given up 50 hits, including 11 doubles and a triple. But 1-7 on the season with an ERA of 2.35. 25 strikeouts, 22 walks. Leading things off will be Christian Zambrano, coming into the week, batting .208. 11 hits, 5 RBI, and 14 runs. And so left-handed batter looking to get things going for the Bulldogs. Takes a pitch for ball one. Looks like the wind has died down a bit here in the bottom of the first inning. Maybe it's home wind advantage. Next pitch from Trent is taken high, and the count to Zambrano goes to 2-0. Zambrano hit ninth in the lineup on Tuesday. He went 1 for 3, had a double, reached on an error and scored a run, and he swings at the next pitch, comes up empty, 2 balls and a strike to count. So bottom of the first inning, Nate Rangel on the grass at first, trying to take away the bunt. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Infield back, the next pitch swinging, popped up towards third base, back of the bag, and that's going to drop in foul. So Zambrano fouls it off just beyond the third base bag. Bryce Wong shortstop, and Matt Bajanian over to take a look, but couldn't get there in time. And the ball just drops into foul territory. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Trent into his windup and the pitch. Breaking ball missing outside, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Zambrano had 2 hits and an RBI against Hoover in their 15-1 victory. And he swings at the next pitch and fouls it off. So he has a mini 2-game hit streak going. Prior to that, he was hitless in 5 games, and then had 2 hits against Hoover and a hit against Glendale. So 3 hits in his last 2 games. Here's the pitch from Trent. Fastball taken high, and Zambrano draws the walk. First walk offered up by Trent. That puts a runner at first for David Banuelos, third baseman for the Bulldogs. Coming into the week, hitting .385. He has 9 RBI, 20 hits coming into the week, and 7 runs. He went 1 for 3 with a single, a walk, a stolen base, as the pitch is taken high, ball 1. And he hit into a 1-6-3 double play. So Banuelos with a 3-game hit streak. He had 3 hits against Hoover in the 15-1 victory, and then 2 hits against Hoover in the 6-0 victory. So he put on 5 hits against the Tornadoes and a hit on Tuesday against the Nitros. There goes the runner from first. The bunt laid down towards first base. Trent has it. His play is to first. Edom, the second baseman, covering. And we've got 1 down, but Banuelos doing the job, getting the sacrifice bunt down, moving the runner over. And the Bulldogs now with a runner in scoring position. So 1 out, runner at second for the center fielder, Alvy Castro. Castro wearing number 10, the old Ron Say number, if you're a longtime Dodger fan. Coming into the week, he was hitting .338, 23 hits, 13 RBI, and 14 runs scored. Has an RBI opportunity with a runner on at second. Zambrano taking his lead. The pitch high gets away from the catcher, Alvarez, and that will allow Zambrano to take third on what probably is a pass ball. Probably should have been caught. So now we've got 1 out. Runner at third. We've got timeout as Alvarez heading to the mound to talk to Trent. Maybe they had a cross-up or a mix-up in the signals and want to straighten it out. Maybe Alvarez was thinking something down, and Trent pitched it up and crossed up the catcher. So we're in the bottom of the first inning. No score. We've got 1 out, runner at third. Zambrano walked, was sacrificed to second, and the pass ball moving him to third. Now Castro with an RBI opportunity. He went 0 for 4, did reach on 2 errors on Tuesday, had a strikeout. So he's looking at RBI number 14. Swinging, he pops it up, back of second base. And the shortstop Wong is there on the shortstop side of second base to make the catch. Retreating to third is Zambrano, and we've got 2 away. One of the things that these 2 teams are going to have to avoid is the errors. The Nitros, I believe, committing something like 4 or 5 errors on Tuesday, while the Bulldogs committing something like 8 errors. So combined 13 errors in the game on Tuesday, and the Nitros making the most of them and getting the 8-3 victory. So Alex Tanner at the plate, and the first pitch taken high, ball 1. Tanner coming into the week and they have his pitching stats here, but I think he's hitting .321 coming into the week as he swings at the next pitch and fouls it off. And the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. So hitting .321 with 18 hits. He has 9 RBI, 8 doubles. And he sends a ground ball to Wong at short. Wong up with it, throws to first in the dirt. Nice scoop. No, Tinoco can't come up with it. That's going to score a run. And the Bulldogs take a 1-0 lead. We were just talking about it, errors. And the error scores the run. So we're talking about having to minimize errors. And a routine ground ball to short. The Nitros can't convert. And the Bulldogs capitalize. And they've got a 1-0 lead as Zambrano comes across to score. So that brings up the catcher, Adrian DePasquale, wearing number 15. Coming into the week hitting .373. 22 hits and 9 RBI. There goes the runner. The throw to the second baseman, Edom, who applies the tag, and he is thrown out. So Tanner thrown out trying to steal. A nice throw by Alvarez to gun him down, and the inning comes to a close. But for the Bulldogs, they pick up a run. No hits. There was an error, and nobody left on. At the end of 1, Bulldogs lead it 1-0. We're back with a second right after this.
Cleaning Service has been cleaning churches, private schools, and offices for over 30 years. And now you can take advantage of their experience, knowledge, and skills and have your facility cleaned by a company that will take a personal interest in both your regular and special cleaning needs. Call Scandia Cleaning Service at 818-388-5546 for a free estimate. Call 818-388-5546. That's Scandia Cleaning Service, where all work is done with care to your satisfaction. Do your child a favor and open a checking and savings account for them at Los Angeles Federal Credit Union. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union helps young people make smart financial choices with free financial literacy classes and low-rate loan programs customized for first-time borrowers. Great customer service, financially secure, Los Angeles Federal Credit Union is the smart choice for you and your child's future. Visit them online at www.lafcu.org. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union, your financial source for life.
Fair Oaks Orthodontics in South Pasadena provides family-friendly care for the entire family. Their team is second to none when it comes to a caring and generous staff. Dr. Craig Chung and Dr. Leslie Jung believe that everybody deserves to have a beautiful smile. They are also Invisalign certified, meaning clear braces. Located at 1318 Fair Oaks Avenue, Suite A in South Pasadena. Call them at 626-795-5978. Check them out on the web at cjsmiles.com. That's Fair Oaks Orthodontics in South Pasadena. So back here at Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Pasadena High School, my apologies, it's Axel Tanner, not Alex Tanner, the first baseman and pitcher the other day. So my apologies. I guess sometimes the penmanship of coaches can be difficult to read. But anyways, so here we go to the second inning. And again, you can watch the simulcast on PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. Weebly spelled WEEBLY.com. PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. And the first pitch to Mike Titchener is a fastball, waved at and missed. Strike one the count. So Titchener standing in, hitting 146. He has 6 hits on the season, 5 singles and a double. And the next pitch from Moran, swinging. There's a drive towards center field. The center fielder, though, is there, and he makes the catch, and we've got one out. So that's the second consecutive inning that Castro has made the fly ball catch to retire the leadoff hitter for a Nitros batter. And that brings up Nate Rangel, the third baseman. Rangel hitting .208 on the season. Has 10 hits, 8 singles, 2 doubles, 8 strikeouts. He's driven in 5 and scored 5 times. So Moran retiring 4 of the 5 batters he's faced. Swinging on the first pitch, a ground ball to third, taken by Banuelos. Throws to first to Tanner, and we've got 2 away. 3 pitches, 2 outs. 5-3 on the putout. And that brings up Matt Bajanian getting his second straight start of the season for the Nitros. Still looking for that elusive first hit. He's 0 for 14. He does have a walk and a sacrifice. 2 strikeouts, so he's a contact hitter. He's driven in a run and scored a run. So a right-handed hitting left fielder for the Nitro standing in. The pitcher, Trent, on deck. Moran into his windup and the pitch. Fastball in there for strike. 0-1 the count. The Nitros have been outscored 21-3 in the second inning this year. Their 3 runs in the second inning came on Tuesday when they jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Until then, they hadn't scored in the second inning. Here's the strike one pitch. In there with a fastball, and Bajanian down in the count now 0-2. 1-0 the score here in the top of the second inning. The Nitros and the Bulldogs, game 2 of their Pacific League matchup here for the year 2017. Moran looking to make quick work of the Nitros here in the second. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Taken high with a fastball, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trent Lucerian, the pitcher on deck, followed by Jacob Rangel, if we get that far. Moran out for his second inning of work. Gave up a walk in the first inning and nothing more. Nitro stranding 1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and it hits him. So Bajanian gets hit by a pitch on a 1-2 count, and he'll take first base. First hit batter of the game for Moran. And now I believe we're going to get a conversation between the coach and the umpire about Bajanian not getting out of the way. It's always an interesting argument because it is the batter's box. So why should a batter have to try to get out of the way? It's been a long-running debate, I guess you can say, in baseball. It's the batter's box. And the pros, obviously, and somewhat in college, too. You can stand there and just take it. And I think it's going to stand. So Bajanian on at first. The other thing, too, Bajanian looked like he was expecting the fastball, and when the breaking ball comes in, can't get out of the way. So Trent Lucerian, the pitcher now with 2 outs and a runner at first. Chance to help his cause. Hitting 154 on the season. He has 4 hits, 3 singles and a triple. He's walked twice, hit by a pitch once, 12 strikeouts, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. He's been hit by a pitch once at the plate, although on the mound, he's plunked 12. And the pitch swinging. There's a drive toward the left center field gap. The runners in the outfield on their way. Bajanian rounding second. He's on his way to third. Coach Chan sending him home. Here comes the relay coming into the third baseman and the first baseman. And now the ball goes out of bounds, out of play. And Trent ends up at third. The run scores, and we're tied at 1. So it looked like after Castro and Corder, the left and center fielder, went after the ball, Castro came up and threw it in. And it looked like there was some confusion between maybe Tanner and Banuelos as who's the cutoff. And the ball got by both of them and went out of bounds by the third base dugout. The run scores. Trent on at third, and we've got a tie ball game. So it will be a double plus an RBI. And then Trent takes third on the throwing error from center field. And that brings up Jacob Rangel. With 2 outs here in the top of the second inning, 1-1 tie, and the go-ahead run 90 feet away for the senior center fielder for the Nitros. Wearing number 27, the pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. Rangel hitting .211 on the season, has 8 hits, 7 singles, and a double. Looking for his first RBI, it's 90 feet away. He has 11 strikeouts, 3 runs scored. He's walked twice and been hit by a pitch. So Moran now has to settle down and try to get out of it without giving up any more damage. And the pitch taken low. And the count goes 2-0. On deck, the leadoff hitter, David Edom. So both innings, the Nitros get somebody on with 2 outs. Next pitch swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Castro coming in. He makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. Like I was saying, for the second consecutive inning, with 2 outs in the first inning, Tinoco drew the walk, and he was left at first. And then with 2 outs, Matt Bajanian here in the second gets hit by a pitch and comes around to score on the RBI double by Trent. And then we've got a tie ball game. So in the second inning, top half, you've got a run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 man left on. At the end of an inning and a half, we're tied at 1. We're back with the home half of the second right after this.
Ladies, are you looking to rearrange your room? Don't leave it in the hands of your man. Let Interiors by Jada provide you with a design concept that will make your room feel comfortable and be beautifully functional. Interiors by Jada is dedicated to giving you a perfectly designed space any place in your home. Whether it be the living room, kitchen, bedroom, or bath, their focus is to make each space a place of beauty while creating functionality and use. Put your room in the hands of the professionals. Contact Interiors by Jada at 818-481-8992 or check them out on the web at www.interiorsbyjada.com. Tequila's Restaurant in Burbank offers the best authentic Mexican food at great prices, including lunch Monday through Thursday for only $5.99 and dinner buffets for only $7.99. Enjoy a great all-you-can-eat brunch on both Saturdays and Sundays. Go to their website, www.tequilasrestaurant.com, for the latest specials and download coupons for even greater savings. Tequila's Restaurant is located at 4310 West Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank on the corner of Pass Avenue. Call them 818-845-7217.
So we head to the home half of the second inning here at Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Pasadena High School. We've got a 1-1 tie, and due up will be Adrian DePasquale, who was at the plate when Axel Tanner was thrown out trying to steal. And then Olivares and Corder. And again, you can check out the video simulcast at PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. That's PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. Weebly spelled W-E-E-B-L-Y. You can see the video of the game and also hear the audio simulcast. PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. So, DePasquale at the plate, the catcher, takes a breaking ball low, ball 1. So again, he was at the plate when Tanner was thrown out trying to steal. Again, hitting .373 coming into the week with 22 hits and 9 RBIs. Plus he scored 10 times. He takes the next pitch low for ball 2. 2-0 the count. He went 1 for 4 on Tuesday. He did reach on an error, scored a run, had a base hit. And he takes ball 3. on a close pitch. So 3-0 the count to the catcher. A junior standing 6'1", so he'll be back next year. There's the next pitch. In there for the token strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. So the Bulldogs getting a run in the bottom of the first inning when Zambrano walked. He was sacrificed to second. A pass ball moved him to third. Here's a ground ball by DePasquale to short. Wong has it, goes to first in time, and we've got 1 away. 6-3 on the putout. But then, like I said, Zambrano scoring on the error by Wong off the bat of Tanner, scoring their lone run so far of the game. So 1 out. That brings Robert Olivares. Olivares, the shortstop, standing in. Trent into his windup, and the pitch taken low, ball 1. I think coming into today, Trent had like 799 pitches on the season. Olivares hitting .259 on the season with 14 hits and 9 RBI. He scored 7 times, and he takes the next pitch low for ball 2. 2-0. Olivares, a right-handed hitting shortstop, awaits the next pitch swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Rangel going back, now coming in a couple steps, makes the one-handed grab over the head, and we've got 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for the left fielder, Aaron Corder. Did not play on Tuesday. Coming into the week, hitting .323, 10 hits, 3 RBIs, and 7 runs scored. He's played in 15 games. The Bulldogs 11-10 on the season, 3-6 in league. And the pitch taken low, ball 1. Nitros come into the contest with a record of 2-16-1, and they're 1-8 in Pacific League. Picking up their first victory on Tuesday, 8-3 over this same Bulldog team. Here's the next pitch, taken high, and the count goes to 2-0 to Corder. Corder, 2-game hit streak, had a hit against Hoover in Game 1 and a hit against Hoover in Game 2 last week. There's the next pitch. Swinging, it's fouled at the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Crescenta Valley still on top in Pacific League. They're undefeated at 9-0. Arcadia second place, 8-1. Those 2 teams will match up the last week of the season, quite possibly to determine league champion. Burroughs 7-2, Burbank 6-3, Pasadena 3-6, Muir 2-7. And then Glendale 1-8 and Hoover 0-9 as the next pitch is taken for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. The Nitros, they will play Muir next week and then ended up with Hoover. The Bulldogs, they will end up with Muir in their last week. A breaking ball taken low, and the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trent out for a second inning of work. He's given up an unearned run. He's also walked somebody. Looking to make quick work of the Bulldogs here. Here's the pitch. Fastball swinging, a 2-hopper towards Wong at short. He bobbles it, he's up with it, and he can't get it. So the second error of the game for the Nitros with 2 outs will put Corder on base. Two outs, runner at first for Joseph De La Portilla, the designated hitter, or number 24. Coming into the week, hitting .214, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored, and we've got time at the plate. He played first base when Axel Tanner was pitching on Tuesday, and then when Tanner came out, as the pitch is taken high, Tanner came off the mound. Axel Tanner went to first base, and Joseph came out of the game for the Bulldogs. So ball 1 the count. He had a hit against Hoover in the 15-1 victory back on April 20th. The next pitch taken for ball 2. On deck, the second baseman, Jacob Green. We're in the home half of the second inning. 1-1 tie. Runner at first. The pitch swung on, popped up foul territory, first base side. Tinoco under it, in foul territory, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, an error, a man left. At the end of 2 complete, we're tied at 1. We head to the third inning, and we're back after this.
Sausage Kingdom in Glendale offers their world-famous gourmet of sausage sandwiches, grilled and served on their fresh-baked onion roll. Choose from a variety of delicious sandwiches off their menu, including the hot Italian, bratwurst, Polish, and chicken apple, or perhaps one of Jody Maroney's hot dogs, such as the giant Kobe beef, the Coney Island, or their Chicago style. Jody Maroney's located in the Americana on Brown Boulevard. You can also check them out on the web at jodymaroney.com. That's Jody Maroney's Sausage Kingdom, home of the hot dog.
So back here at the Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Pasadena High School, we head to the third inning in a 1-1 tie. And don't forget, you can, besides listening to the game here, you can actually hear the simulcast. You can watch the game and hear the game. Go to the website pasadenabaseball.weebly.com. It's pasadenabaseball.weebly.com. Weebly spelled W-E-E-B-L-Y. pasadenabaseball.weebly.com, and you can watch the game and hear the game. Simulcast. I'd like to thank Axel Tanner's dad, Mr. Tanner, for collaborating with us to make this happen. All in the name of high school baseball. And so David Edom making his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center field to open the game, hitting .280 on the season, but in league play, he's hitting .455 coming into today. And he takes a fastball in there for a strike. Nothing and 1 the count. In league play, he has 5 hits, all singles, 3 strikeouts, a couple walks, hit by a pitch. He picked up his first RBI of the season on Tuesday, and he also scored a run. Here's the next pitch, breaking ball swinging. There's a drive into right field. That drops in for a base hit. The right fielder picks it up, and Zambrano tries to throw to first, but not in time as Edom beats it out, and he's got a base hit. That is the second hit offered up by Moran. And that brings up Bryce Wong. So for the first time in the ball game, the Nitros leadoff hitter of an inning does not fly out to center field. Instead, Edom hits a fly ball, base hit into right field. Good effort by Zambrano, though, to try to get the out at first. That is not instinctual, by the way. You know, people don't just automatically throw the ball to second. Trying to put the bunt down, it's up in the air, but DePasquale came forward, and the ball goes over his head and lands for a foul ball, strike 1. But like I was saying earlier, usually the outfield is taught to hit the relay or go to second. And so Zambrano trying to, I guess, maybe your defeating instinct, I don't know, but tries to get the out at first on a wise move. But nonetheless, Edom beats it out. So runner at first, 1 strike. There goes the runner, the pitch taken high, the throw down in time, and they've got him. So the base hit, and the guy thrown out trying to steal. So they tried to lay the bunt down. Was there a missed sign, perhaps? Anyways, so each team now, DePasquale and Alvarez, each throwing a runner out trying to steal second base. So Wong up there. He flew out his first time up to right field. He's 0 for 1. Hitting .269 in league play. Pitch taken low. The last pitch on the steal was a ball as well, I believe. So I think it's 2 balls and a strike. So Wong hitting .269 in league play. He has 7 hits, 5 singles, 2 doubles. Has an RBI, couple of runs scored. Next pitch from Moran swinging. There's a ground ball towards second. Taken there by Green. He goes to first in time, and we've got 2 away. 4-3 on the putout. A nice routine play for Green. And that brings up Andrew Tinoco. He walked his first time up and was left stranded at first base. Tinoco hitting .310 in league play. He's 9 for 29. He has 6 singles, 2 doubles, and a triple. He's driven in 5. There's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Nitros have scored 13 runs in league play. 3 against Burroughs in that 9-3 loss. 1 to Burbank in that 8-1 loss. 1 to Arcadia in that, I believe it was, 6-1 loss. And then 8 to Pasadena as the pitch is outside. 2-0 the count. And then they've been shut out 5 times. Averaging about 2 runs a game for the season. Moran into his windup. Here's the pitch. Fastball swinging, fouled off toward the third base dugout, occupied by the Bulldogs. Two balls, 1 strike to count to the senior first baseman for the Nitros. So Moran getting the help with the throw out from his catcher. Catching Edom trying to steal. Now looking to make quick work of the Nitros as the pitch is high, ball 3. The Nitros got their run last inning with 2 outs. Matt Bajanian was hit by a pitch, and Trent doubled him home. Here's the pitch. Taken high, ball 4, and back-to-back walks for Tinoco in this one. So Tinoco now has walked 3 times in league play, and that brings up Nolan Wong 0 for 1. Popped up to the first baseman his first time up. Hitting .273 in league play. He has 6 singles. He's walked 3 times and driven in a run. And that's the last 9 games in league play. So Tinoco back at first, taking his lead away from the bag, being held on there. Here's the pitch to the plate. Breaking ball, fouled at the plate. Strike 1 to the left-handed hitting designated hitter for the Nitros. 0-1 the count. Slight breeze moving from right to left across the outfield. We've got in outfield playing pretty much straight away. There's the next pitch. That's in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, DePasquale, to keep Tinoco at first. Not really a threat to go. Moran working from the stretch. Looking in to get the sign. Now he's ready and delivers, and the pitch swung on. A tapper in front of the plate. It's going to be the catcher, DePasquale, who throws to first in time. And Rangel is retired, or check that, Wong is retired at first. 2-3 on the putout for the Nitros in the top of the 3rd inning. No runs, a hit, a walk, no errors, and a man left on. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're tied at 1, and we are back after this. So Jacob Green leading things off for the Bulldogs, a team that comes into the contest hitting .297, first pitch swinging, sends a tomb hopper to Edom at second, throws to first in time, 1 pitch, 1 away. But again, the Bulldogs hitting .297 as a team coming into the week, I should say. They've scored 101 runs, so you add the 3 to Tuesday. They've scored 104 runs, about 164 hits. As a team, their team ERA is 2.47 for the Bulldogs. So that brings up Chris Zambrano. He walked and scored, and he takes the first pitch and fouls it off toward the first base dugout. Strike one the count. Zambrano went 1 for 3 on Tuesday with the double and the run scored. That was a part of a 2-run third inning. The rally starting with 1 out. Nick Moran walked. Zambrano doubled, and both of them came around to score as the next pitch is taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to the leadoff hitter. Next pitch to the lefty, waved at and missed. And now Zambrano down in the count, 1-2. Trent looking for his first strikeout. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, tapped foul at the plate up the first base line, and Alvarez will pick it up, keep it from going back towards fair territory. There was a play like that the other night in the pros. It went foul, and it looked like it was going really foul, and then it turned and went fair. I know it's pretty vague, but if you're a baseball enthusiast watching Quick Pitch or baseball highlights on SportsCenter, you know what I'm talking about. The pitch swinging, there's a ground ball towards second, taken by Edom. Has it, throws to first in time, and we've got 2 away. So back-to-back groundouts to the second baseman for the Nitros, and that brings up the third baseman for the Bulldogs, David Banuelos. Laid down a nice sacrifice bunt. His first time up, moving Zambrano into scoring position, playing small ball. Trent's last outing came against Arcadia. He took the loss. He went 5 innings, allowing 5 runs, only 3 earned on 9 hits, striking out 1 and walking 1. His season high for strikeouts is 5. That came against Burbank and Wainimi. Here's the pitch on the way, and the pitch in the dirt to Banuelos. 0-1 the count. Again, on Tuesday, he went 1 for 3, had a single, a walk, stolen base, and hit into a double play. Takes a pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Again, on Tuesday, it was kind of an interesting day as far as the game goes. Even the umpire on Tuesday, late in the game, turned around during in-between innings and looked at us and said, there's a lot of weird plays going on in this game, and there certainly was. There's a drive into center field. Rangel coming in, not going to get there. It dunks in for a base hit, and Banuelos is aboard. First hit for the Bulldogs here in the ballgame, coming in the third inning. And with 2 outs, that brings up Albie Castro. Castro actually pitched on Tuesday. He came in for relief of Tanner. He went an inning and 2/3. Allowed 5 runs, 3 hits, and walked 2. At the plate, he's 0 for 1 today. He popped up to short his first time up. So he's 0 for 5 against the Nitros. He's reached a couple times, had a couple of errors that he reached on Tuesday. And the pitch is taken low, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Runner taking his lead away from first. They throw to first, not in time. Banuelos diving back to the bag. Getting dirty. That's why they make laundry detergent. Can shout that out. So Trent looking in to get the sign. The chess match begins. Banuelos again diving back into first base as Trent throws over there. 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the third inning. Bulldog Stadium, Pasadena High School is where we're at. The next pitch hits him. So Castro is hit by a pitch. The first hit batter of the game for Trent. So with 1 out, check that, 2 outs. Banuelos goes to second. Castro to first. That's the 13th hit batter of the season for Trent. At one point, it was a duel between Trent and David as far as who would hit the most batters. But Trent has taken a sizable lead now in that category. Now we've got a delay in the action as Coach Chan heads to the mound to talk to his team. And again, you can listen to the game and watch the game in a simulcast situation. PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. That's PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. And also you can go after the game or later on tomorrow, this weekend. They archive the game for a period of time, and you can go back and relive it. Also, Tuesday, you can go back and watch Tuesday's game, too, if you happen to miss it. So with 2 outs, runners with their leads. Banuelos at second, Castro at first. Axel Tanner standing in. He reached on an error and was thrown out trying to steal. Now Trent turns and looked like he wanted to go to second on a pickoff move, but nobody covering. So Tanner reached on the error and was thrown out trying to steal to end the first inning. Now he's 0 for 5 in the series. Reached on an error a couple times and hit into a couple fielder's choice. Banuelos dancing away from second. The throw, not in time as Edom, second baseman, covering, makes the tag, but Banuelos getting back in there. You can hear the wind now starting to pick up a bit. Banuelos' uniform was white to start the game. Swinging, there's a ground ball towards second. Knocked down by Davin, picks it up, throws to short. No, not in time, and everybody's safe. So Edom doing a good job of at least knocking the ball down and then possibly keeping Banuelos from scoring. And the bases are loaded, so an infield hit for Axel Tanner. And the bases are juiced with 2 outs for the catcher, Adrian DePasquale. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to short his first time up. He's 1 for 5 in the series with a base hit and a run scored. 2 away in the inning. Green and Zambrano both grounded out to second to open the inning. Since then, as the breaking ball floats over for a strike to DePasquale, 0-1 the count. He led off last inning with that ground ball to short. But with 2 outs, you had a single, a hit batter, and a single. There's the next pitch. Fastball swinging, popped up, right field. Titchener, he's under it. He's there to make the catch. And the first base coach for the Bulldogs walking off before the catcher's even made. That's a little too non-confident in the, or maybe showing confidence that Titchener's going to make the catch in right field, which he does, and ends the inning. So you got no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left on, 3 men left on. We head to the 4th inning. We are tied at 1 between the Nitros and the Bulldogs here at Pasadena High School. We're back with the 4th inning right after this.
Can you smile? Makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile.
So we head to the 4th inning. People ask me, why do I play that? Well, I need something to take a break so that I can work between innings and update some stats and get the next inning set up. But come on, man, the 70s Coke commercial, nothing but feel good when that thing comes on. So Mikey Titchener leading things off for the Nitros here in the 4th inning. The Bulldogs will take on Pasadena next week and then close out their season against Muir. So they still have a little bit of work to do. Titchener leading things off, 0 for 1, flew out to center field this first time up. And the fastball, waved at and missed, strike 1. In the 4th inning this year, the Nitros have been outscored 13-4. Next inning, the 5th inning, is when they've scored a majority of the runs, or the inning with their most runs scored. That comes in the 5th. So Moran out for his 4th inning of work, and the next pitch is in the dirt. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Moran through 3 innings has given up a run. On 2 hits, he's walked 2 and hit a batter. And he's worked ahead. The first pitch swinging is a fly ball into right field. That dunks in for a base hit, and Titchener is aboard. I was going to say he's been working ahead in the outs department. In the first inning, he got the first 2 batters. In the second inning, he got the first 2 batters. In the third inning, he did give up a leadoff walk, but D. Pasquale threw David out trying to steal second. And then he got Wong, so he got 2 outs. So anytime the Nitros have been in business offensively, it's been with 2 outs. So that's Moran showing command and control up on the mound for the Bulldogs. The pitch to Rangel swinging. There's a ground ball towards second base. Green has it. His only play is to first. Going into second is Titchener. And Rangel grounds out to second. 4-3 on the putout. 1 down, runner at second for Matt Bajanian, who was hit by a pitch and scored his last time up. He scored on the RBI double by Trent. So Bajanian at the plate. He's 0 for 9 in league play. Hit by a pitch and a run scored. I think he scored twice now in the season in limited action. His second straight start. Bulldogs, the Nitros won on Tuesday against the Bulldogs, so I guess you have to go with what works. Can't break the streak. He swings, sends a drive in the left field, and that's going to be caught by the left fielder Quarter, and he throws it to second base, but Titchener diving back into the bag ahead of the throw, and we've got 2 outs. So Bajanian with a nice-looking hit, but Quarter out there in left field. Coming over, making the catch. We've got 2 away. Again, Quarter did not play on Tuesday, so making the most of his opportunities. And that brings up Trent Lucerian. He doubled, drove in a run, and was left at third. So he's 2 for 14 in league play now. He came in today hitting .077. Somebody in the dugout saying something. Trent smiling. Titchener with his lead away from second. Here's the pitch. And a check swing. He goes around. Strike 1 the count. That was the undetermined should I swing or not swing pitch. So 0-1 the count to Trent. Ran with 2 outs, trying to get out of the inning without giving up the go-ahead run. Moran working from the stretch. Titchener away from second. Here's the delivery, the pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, working the lower part of the strike zone. Moran into his 4th inning of work. He went 6 against CV in a 4-0 loss. He went 7 against Paramount, 7 against Baldwin Park. So we had a back-to-back 7-inning outing back in mid to late March, and then 6 innings against Arcadia. His last outing, he went 5 against Hoover. Here's the next pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled off up the first baseline. And so Trent now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Moran looking for his first strikeout. On the season, he has 24. He did have 7 against Paramount, 4 against Hoover in his last outing. Those are his 2 game highs for the season. Titchener with his lead away from second. Moran working from the stretch. Looking in to get the sign. Now checks the runner at second. Does a double check. Is ready and delivers. And the pitch in the dirt. Skips away from the catcher. Titchener on his way to third. And he slides in safely. No throw from D. Pasquale. And the wild pitch will move the runner to third. Now the go-ahead run down the line. 90 feet away. Trent with the lone RBI of the game so far for the Nitros. Can he do it again? The 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trent awaits in that right-handed batter's box. Now Moran will go from the windup with the runner at third. Delivers, and the fastball waved at and missed, and down he goes. So Trent strikes out to end the inning. No runs, a hit. No errors, and 1 man left on. At the end of 3.5, we're tied at 1. We're back with the bottom of the 4th right after this.
Arroyo Vista Inn is a historic bed and breakfast centrally located in the hills of South Pasadena, just 15 minutes from downtown L.A. They offer 9 unique rooms with beautiful views, cozy beds, and modern amenities. Enjoy impeccable service, daily breakfast, and afternoon refreshments. All rates include breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and tax. Check them out on the web at ArroyoVistaInn.com or call them at 323-478-7300. Are you in the market for real estate services? Then you need Michelle Downing. Michelle combines years of experience and knowledge to get the job done right. Michelle Downing is a founding partner of Partners Trust Real Estate in Pasadena. Whether buying or selling, you need Michelle Downing. She will help you find the residence that is perfect for you. Call Michelle at 626-696-4848. Check her out on the web at thepartnerstrust.com.
Speed. So we are back here at Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Pasadena High School in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains. Trent, coming out for his 4th inning of work, has given up a run, an unearned run on 2 hits, a walk, and a hit batter. And due up for the Bulldogs, you will have Olivares, Corder, and De La Portilla, the designated hitter, 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Check out the game, the video stream, live at PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com is where you can watch the game and also hear the simulcast with the audio. Steve Tanner, Axel Tanner's dad, hooking it up. I'd like to thank him for the collaboration. And the pitch is over for strike to Olivares. The next pitch in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count to the shortstop. He flew out to center field his last time up. He's 2 for 5 in this series. Had a couple hits on Tuesday. And the next pitch waved at and missed, and down he goes. First strikeout of the game for Trent. We've got 1 down, and that brings up the left fielder, Aaron Corder. Trent picking up his 26th strikeout of the season. 26 strikeouts to 23 walks. So Aaron Corder reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1, and the pitch from Trent, a breaking ball, over for a strike. 0-1 the count. He did not play on Tuesday. Prior to that, he did play in both games against Hoover, getting a hit, so he comes into the contest with a mini 2-game hit streak as the next pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The game about an hour old, moving right along. Glad to have you along here on the simulcast. Next pitch is taken low. Simulcast, EdomRocksRadio.com and PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. And again, after the game or maybe over the weekend, looking for something to do, you can go back and relive this game in the video archive. Swinging, there's a shot towards Nate Rangel off his glove. That goes into foul territory. That's a live ball. Corder rounds first, and he will hold there as Bryce Wong, the shortstop, able to run it down and bring it back into the infield before Corder can take second base. So that'll be a hot shot base hit for Corder. 3rd hit for the Nitros, or check that, for the Bulldogs. And that brings up Joseph De La Portilla, the designated hitter. He fouled out to Tinoco at first to end the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. Trent working from the stretch with a runner at first, and the pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Alvarez to keep Corder at first base. Again, coming into the season, or into today, hitting .214 is Joseph, a senior. Had a hit against Hoover, a hit against Mountain View back on March 4th, and a hit against Bosco Tech on February 28th. The pitch in the dirt. There goes the runner, and it's going to be an easy stolen base for Corder with the ball in the dirt. So he did go around on it, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-2. Is there some count confusion? So runner at second is Corder. He represents the go-ahead run. The pitch to the plate. Waved at and missed. And now I believe we've got a ball and 2 strikes. On deck, Jacob Green. We've got 1 out in the inning. Yep, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Everyone's on the same page. For a moment there, everybody was throwing out counts. Runner with his lead from second. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on, a chopper deep in the hole at short. That gets into left field for a base hit. Corder is going to stop at third on the base hit by De La Portilla. And with runners at the corners and 1 out, that brings up Jacob Green. 4th hit for the Bulldogs. And now we've got a duck in shallow center field. The Rover. I believe it's a duck, maybe a goose. So we've got some sort of foul running around center field for the contest. So we've got a delay in the action as we've got a bird. I don't know if it's a duck or a goose. We've got something out there. And now we've got a delay in the action because we've got something now. Matt Bajanian, who's the duck whisperer, is going to go over and try to move him out of the way. It's just going to stand there, so somebody's got to do something. There it goes. Yeah, it looks like there it goes. Now it's flying away to left field. So now it wants to play left field. First is playing center field. Now it wants to play left field. And now we've got a Bulldog chasing it away. So Olivares goes out there and chases it away, and now we can resume action. So more than foul balls on the field today. Literally foul on the field today. So here we go. Let's see where we're at. 1 out. Runners at first and third. Jacob Green. I mean, you're not too far from Arcadia, so you could imagine peacocks, but I don't know, is that a duck? Something like that? Goose? In Pasadena? It's interesting. So the pitch taken high, ball 1. Not really up on my bird stuff. They're looking for the squeeze. The ball is bunted foul at the third base line, touched up by the catcher, and so it'll be a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So Green laying down the bunt. Wasn't a suicide squeeze as the bunt up the third base line. Corder trying to read it, realized that he wasn't going to have a play at the plate. He retreated back to third base. On a suicide squeeze, want to get the ball up the first base line so the runner from third can come down the line. There's the next pitch. There goes the runner. The pitch swung on, fouled back. So De La Portilla was on the go on the pitch. We've got a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Jacob Green. Again, the go-ahead run is at third base in Corder. It's a 1-1 tie here in the home half of the 4th inning. Trent takes a look over at first. Runners with their leads. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch taken outside, and the count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was a run-1 ball game last year with the Bulldogs getting the victory here. There's the next pitch. Taken outside, and the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jacob Green. So we got a big pitch upcoming here. You don't want to walk the bases loaded. And for Jacob Green, he's got to be expecting a decent pitch coming his way, knowing that Trent doesn't want to walk the bases loaded. Swinging, there's a ground ball back up the middle. Taken by Wong. He short hops it. Tags. Safe at second. The run scores, and the Bulldogs lead 2-1. So Corder scores from third on a ball hit up the middle. Wong picked it up and then tried to apply the tag to De La Portilla at second. And now we've got Coach Chan going out talking to the umpire. He's going to challenge the call, and everybody's safe. So a run comes across, making it 2-1. De La Portilla on at second, Green at first. Green will get the RBI. And with 1 out, runners at first and second for the leadoff hitter, Chris Zambrano. He walked and scored back in the first, grounded out to second in the third. 2-1 now. Bulldogs lead it. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now they tried to lay the bunt down, and it's fouled off, strike one. So Zambrano and the Bulldogs playing some small ball here in the fourth inning. You've got De La Portilla on at second, Green over at first, Zambrano at the plate. Trent steps off now. Now we're back, set. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Nice scoop by Alvarez behind the plate. Keep the runners at bay. So the wind blowing in now from center field. You got the flags out beyond the center field fence blowing in. 2-1 Bulldogs here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Trent. Fastball in there for strike. And so Zambrano down in the count now, 0-2, or ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He could use a strikeout here. From the belt, he delivers. Breaking ball missing outside. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, the third baseman, David Banuelos. So these two teams split coming into today. In the last 28 games these two teams have played. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards right field. Is it going to be the center fielder? It is. Rangel, the center fielder, makes the catch, and the runners hold. And we've got 2 away. But I was saying in the last 28 games these two teams have met. The Nitros, or I should say the Bulldogs, have won 21 of them, but the Nitros have won the last 2. So the Bulldogs hold a 21-7 advantage. And so now you've got Banuelos at the plate. He had a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning, a single in the third. He's 1 for 1 today. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Alvarez behind the plate. Ball 1. So he's 2 for 4 in the series, hitting .500 against the Nitros. A couple singles. Runners with their leads. Trent working from the stretch, checks the runner at second and delivers a fastball low. And the count is 2-0. First base coach telling Banuelos to think with a 2-0 count. Look for that pitch right inside the box and drive it. Runners with their leads. Here's the next pitch. Fastball taken low, so the pitch not in the box, and Banuelos taken all the way for ball 3. So now our pitch away from walking the bases loaded for Albie Castro. He's on deck. So 3-0 the count. De La Portilla away from second. Green away from first. Trent from the belt. Checks the runner at second. Delivers to the plate. In there for a strike. And again, it's 3-0 count. You get the pitch anywhere remotely close. The umpire usually calls it a strike. Now here's the hitter's count pitch, 3-1. There's a shot line drive that gets into right field for a base hit. Titchener has it. De La Portilla rounding third. He comes in to score. 2 runs across in the inning on the RBI single by Banuelos, and the Bulldogs lead it by a score of 3-1. So Green goes first to third. De La Portilla scores from second. 2 runs across. Banuelos on at first. And Albie Castro now coming to bat for the Bulldogs. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Before that, he popped up to short, so he's 0 for 1. Bulldogs lead it 3-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, missing outside, ball 1. Castro, the 7th hitter to come to the plate for the Bulldogs here in the home half of the fourth inning. On deck, Axel Tanner. Here's the next pitch, fastball in the dirt. 2-0. So 2-0 the count. Bulldogs with a run in the first, 2 here in the fourth. The Nitros getting a run in the top of the second. Manuelo's taking his lead away from first. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken high. The count goes 3-0. Second consecutive batter in which the count has gone 3-0. Pretty decent crowd on hand for this one. There's the 3-0. Swinging. There's a hopper to Rangel at third. He has it. Throws to first. In time, and they've got him. 5-3 on the putout, but the damage is done as the Bulldogs pick up 2 runs. They do that on 4 hits. No errors, doesn't look like. The score guy says 3 hits. Interesting. Anyways, 2 runs across. That's the important number. And at the end of 4, Bulldogs lead at 3-1. We are back after this.
Do your child a favor and open a checking and savings account for them at Los Angeles Federal Credit Union. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union helps young people make smart financial choices with free financial literacy classes and low-rate loan programs customized for first-time borrowers. Great customer service, financially secure, Los Angeles Federal Credit Union is the smart choice for you and your child's future. Visit them online at www.lafcu.org. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union, your financial source for life.
Fair Oaks Orthodontics in South Pasadena provides family-friendly care for the entire family. Their team is second to none when it comes to a caring and generous staff. Dr. Craig Chung and Dr. Leslie Jung believe that everybody deserves to have a beautiful smile. They are also Invisalign certified, meaning clear braces. Located at 1318 Fair Oaks Avenue, Suite A in South Pasadena. Call them at 626-795-5978. Check them out on the web at cjsmiles.com. That's fair. All right, so we head to the 5th inning, and there were only 3 hits. They did give an error, was the consensus on one of the plays. That was hit to third. So that was 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error with 2 men left on in the bottom of the 4th. So now we head to the 5th inning. 3-1 is the score. This is the inning in which the Nitros have scored the most runs in an inning at 10. And Jacob Rangel taking a pitch over for a strike. He's 0 for 1 throughout to center field, his counterpart, his first time up. On the season, the Nitros have been outscored 150-36. Here's the pitch from Moran out for his 5th inning. Swung on and foul tipped at the plate. Rangel down in the count now 0-2. So Moran, through 4 innings of work, he's given up a run. 2 hits, he's walked 2 and hit a batter. The lone run coming back in the 2nd inning for the Nitros. Moran working from the windup, is ready and delivers, and the pitch in the dirt, ball 1. So you got Rangel, Edom, and Wong, 9-1-2 here for the Nitros in the 5th inning, trailing 3-1. Bulldogs looking to get the split. Kind of an interesting season for the Bulldogs. They, I believe, knocked off Burroughs. Swinging, there's a fly ball into left field, but Corder playing right there makes the catch, and we've got 1 out. We've got, after today, we've got 4 games left in the season. Again, the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs, Burbank and Pasadena meet next week. The Nitros will take on Muir. But it looks like it's going to come down to that last week of the season for the league championship between Arcadia and Crescenta Valley. Coming into today, CB's undefeated in league, Arcadia with 1 loss. So Edom at the plate, he's 1 for 2. And the pitch taken inside, ball 1. He singled his last time up and was thrown out trying to steal. Thinks he's Billy Hamilton or something, or that new dude. What's his name? Trevor? Something or other. Fastest major league ball player. Next pitch swinging. There's a ground ball that will be into center field for a base hit. Olivatus made a nice sliding attempt to try to come up with it, but just beyond his outreach glove into center field. Edom with back-to-back hits. He's got 2 in the game, and hopefully he doesn't get picked off trying to steal. 3rd hit of the game off Moran. 1 out, 1 on for Bryce Wong. He's 0 for 2. He flew out to right field and grounded out to second. left-handed hitter. He represents the tying run at the plate. 3-1 Bulldogs here in the top of the fifth inning. Edom away from first. Here's the pitch. Bryce swings and fouls at the plate. Nothing to one the count. The next Nitros broadcast will come your way Tuesday, 3:30 from Glendale High School with Muir coming to town. And then the Bulldogs on PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. You can watch their games the rest of the season. Pitch taken for a ball. 1 strike to count. This game currently, you can both watch it and hear it at PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. Weebly spelled WEEBLY. PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. Throw to first, Edom back to the bag. And his grandmother will have to do laundry before Tuesday. Taking his lead, being held on by Tanner. Moran working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. And now Wong down in the count, of ball and 2 strikes. Tinoco on deck. Wong wearing number 2. So Bryce standing in, left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Swinging, there's a ground ball towards Green at second. He'll go to second for 1, the throw to first. In time for the double play. 4-6-3 on the putout, the pitcher's best friend. And the inning comes to a close. The Nitros get a hit, but nothing left. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-1 is the score. Bulldogs on top. We're back after this.
Ladies, are you looking to rearrange your room? Don't leave it in the hands of your man. Let Interiors by Jada provide you with a design concept that will make your room feel comfortable and be beautifully functional. Interiors by Jada is dedicated to giving you a perfectly designed space any place in your home. Whether it be the living room, kitchen, bedroom, or bath, their focus is to make each space a place of beauty while creating functionality and use. Put your room in the hands of the professionals. Contact Interiors by Jada at 818-481-8992 or check them out on the web at www.interiorsbyjada.com.
So we head to the fifth inning, home half of the fifth inning, with the Bulldogs on top by a score of 3-1. The Bulldogs picking up a couple runs last inning, with Corder and De La Portilla both scoring. And they will send up Tanner, De Pasquale, and Olivares. 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. Tanner again coming into the week hitting .321. Was the starting pitcher on Tuesday. Ended up going 0 for 4, but he reached on an error, hit into a couple fielder's choice. So he was on base 3 out of 4 times on Tuesday. And he reached on an error here today. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's been on base 4 out of 5 times. Adding to his total bases stat. It's all about the stats. First pitch swinging as he grunts, as he sends it to left field. Bajanian coming in to make the catch, and I think he just missed his pitch. He swung, and then he grunted on his way to first as if, man, that was my pitch, and I just got under it. So, one out, and De Pasquale making his way to the plate. He grounded out to short and flew out to right field. He's 0 for 2. 1 for 6 in the series. Had a base hit on Tuesday in his last at-bat. Scored a run on Tuesday as well. Trent out for his 5th inning of work as the pitch is taken low, ball 1. So 5th inning of work, a strikeout, a walk, 3 runs, 4 hits, and a hit batter. Next pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. .3-1 is the score here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bulldogs on top. Here's the pitch by Trent. Off speed, taken outside. And it goes 2 balls and a strike. Again, a 3 73 hitter on the season, takes pitch in the dirt for ball 3. He has a 6-game hit streak, does DePasquale, coming into today. Swinging, sends a fly ball down the left field line. Bajanian giving chase. He's not going to get there. That drops in for extra bases. Rounding first on his way to second, DePasquale. As Bajanian gets the ball in from left field, and a one-out double for DePasquale. His first hit of this game, 5th hit of the contest for the Bulldogs. And that will extend his hitting streak to 7 games. So DePasquale with a 7-game hit streak. And that brings up Robert Olivares. 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. He had 2 hits on Tuesday, so he's 2 for 6 in the series. 1 away. There's the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-1 the count. On deck, Aaron Corder. Here's the next pitch from Trent, a curveball. As Olivares has to duck under it for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1, Bulldogs on top, looking to avenge their loss from Tuesday. Nitros got the win in game 1, 8-3. There's the pitch. Taken low. 2 balls and a strike. If you were going to go to the bullpen, you've got a full complement of pitchers you can go to, as Davin went the distance on Tuesday. And so the bullpen well rested as the pitch is taken low. 3-1 the count to Olivares. Runner at second with 1 out. A run in the first and 2 in the fourth for the Bulldogs. Nitros with 1 in the second. That's where we stand, 3-1. Runner with his lead away from second. The pitch to the plate is taken low, ball 4. And runners on at first and second with 1 out. Second walk offered up by Trent. And now Bryce Wong, the shortstop, is going to come in and talk to his pitcher. So we've got a timeout on the field. It's 5 o'clock in the Southland. And check out, if you're near a computer and you want to see the video along with our audio, you can go to PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. And you can actually watch the video of the game and hear the game at the same time. Axel Tanner's father, Steve, collaborating with us to make that happen. Appreciate that. Trying to bring you the best in high school baseball. So runners with their leads with 1 out. First and second. Corder at the plate. Trent looks at second, now delivers to the plate, low, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Again, Corder did not play on Tuesday, coming into the week hitting .323. Reached on an error twice here today. He takes the next pitch for ball 2, 2-0. Joseph De La Portilla on deck, followed by Jacob Green. So, again, a couple runs, just like on Tuesday. Bottom of the lineup for the Bulldogs, producing. Fastball swinging. There's a ground ball that gets into left field for a base hit. Rounding second is DePasquale, and he will be held there as the ball is quickly brought in from left field, and the bases are loaded. So DePasquale stops at third. Olivares to second on the base hit by Corder. He's reached all 3 times. And that brings up Joseph De La Portilla. I think that's going to be it for Trent. So we've got a pitching change. So we've got a timeout with a pitching change. It looks like Carlos Pedraza is going to be taking the mound for the Nitros. We'll take a break and come back right after this.
Restaurant in Burbank offers the best authentic Mexican food at great prices, including lunch Monday through Thursday for only $5.99 and dinner buffets for only $7.99. Enjoy a great all-you-can-eat brunch on both Saturdays and Sundays. Go to their website, www.tequilasrestaurant.com, for the latest specials and download coupons for even greater savings. Tequila's restaurant is located at 4310 West Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank on the corner of Pass Avenue. Call them 818-845-7217. Flowers Talk in Burbank is a nice family-run flower shop with the best prices in town. At Flowers Talk, you will find a wide selection of floral arrangements, or you can select the flowers of your choice in their do-it-yourself section. Stop by Flowers Talk in Burbank and let their expert staff help you create the best flower arrangement. If they don't have it, they will get it for you. Mention Burbank or Burroughs High School and receive 10% off your entire order. Flowers Talk, located at 2460 West Victory Boulevard in Burbank, or on the web at www.flowerstalkburbank.com.
So we are here in the bottom of the fifth inning. One out, bases loaded, pitching change. Carlos Pedraza will come in to pitch for the Nitros into his second appearance. He pitched an inning of relief in the Flint Ridge Prep game. And that's it. So he has one inning pitched under his belt. That was the 3-3 tie to Flint Ridge Prep. And he will face Joseph De La Portilla, the designated hitter who singled and scored his last time up, to open things up. So Trent goes 4 1/3 innings, striking out 1, walking 2. So far allowing 3 runs on 7 hits, but he's got some guys on base that belong to him. In fact, 3. And so now Pedraza, who's also the backup catcher, will take the mound for the second time this season. And he's got a big hole to dig himself out of. 3-1 Bulldogs here in the home half of the fifth inning. Glad to have you along on our simulcast. He's only pitched 1 inning. That was that Flint Ridge Prep. Yeah, I've got it right here too. And here's the pitch. Taken low, ball 1. So De La Portilla at the plate. A chance to pick up some RBIs. Carlos into the windup. Here's the next pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. We do have to mention that in that Flint Ridge Prep game, there was a runner at third, and Carlos was on the mound, and he was called for a balk, and that brought in the game-tying run. Next pitch is a fastball in there for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. De La Portilla with 2 RBI on the season. Carlos can use a strikeout here. The Bulldogs with a chance to break this thing open with a base hit. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. The Nitros have only scored more than 4 runs twice this season. There was a 5-3 win over Golden Valley of Merced, and then the 8-3 victory the other day. It's 3-1 right now, Bulldogs. There's the pitch. Swinging, popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule in effect, called immediately, but Nate Rangel coming down from third to make the catch. And we've got 2 away, and that's a big out. Nice pitch by Carlos to get the pop-up. And that's up to Jacob Green now, who has an RBI single in his last at-bat. So you've got DePasquale down the line at third, Olivares at second, Corder at first with 2 outs, and Jacob Green at the plate, 1 for 2 today. Another guy that did not play on Tuesday, making the most of his opportunities here today. He's had a couple of plays defensively. Takes a fastball outside, a left-handed batter at the plate. 1-0 the count. We're in the 5th. Carlos into his windup. There's the next pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Green kind of an interesting stance. It's kind of closed. His feet are close together. Kind of reminds me of like Ben Ogilvy of the Milwaukee Brewers back in the 80s. There's the pitch. Fastball taken high. Remember UL Washington, who would bat with a toothpick? I don't think they would allow that anymore. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Jacob Green at the plate. Left-handed hitter, second baseman. Next pitch taken high. Ooh, late call for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Pedraza a pitch away from getting out of this without giving up a run. That'd be huge for him. He's just a junior on the mound. Here's the next pitch. In the dirt, full count, and with 2 outs, the base is juiced. Everyone's going to be going on the pitch. So the runner should get a good jump. The base hit probably clears the bases. So here's probably the pitch of the game so far. We got time. Any birds on the field? No, just want a new baseball. Three to one here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs, bases loaded. Full count. Working from the windup, the runners are going to go. They're on the move. Here's the payoff pitch. High ball 4, and the walk brings home a run. So Di Pasquale scores from third. Olivares goes to third. Corder goes to second. The walk and the RBI to Jacob Green, his second RBI of the game. That run belongs to Trent. And that brings up Chris Sombrano. And he takes a pitch. Low, ball 1. So Christian Zambrano. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. 4 to 1 now the score for the Bulldogs. There's the next pitch, swinging. There's a soft flare towards short. Wong has it. He goes to first on a scoop play, not in time, and everybody's safe, and the run scores. Olivares crosses the plate. 2 runs across in the inning. That makes it 5 to 1. Corder goes to third. Green to second, and Zambrano to first. And that run also goes to Trent. And Banuelos at the plate fouls it off, strike 1. So 2 runs across in the inning, and the Bulldogs extend their lead to 5 to 1. Banuelos back-to-back singles in this game, plus an RBI. So Corder down the line at third, Green at second, Zambrano at first. There's the pitch. Taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Banuelos, the 8th hitter to come to the plate here this inning for the Bulldogs. The next pitch, taken low. 2-1. I believe it's 2-1. Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Banuelos. Pedraza with the pitch taken high, ball 3, 3-1. So Banuelos 3 for 5 in the series against the Nitros. A couple hits today with an RBI. Chance to do some more damage with a hit here. The pitch called for a strike as Banuelos throws the bat away, thinking it was ball 4. And now the count runs full, 3-2, and with 2 outs, again, the runners will be on the move with the pitch. So another big pitch upcoming in this ball game. Pedraza working from the windup. There go the runners. Here's the pitch. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards center field, playable. Rangel is there to make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But the damage is done as the Bulldogs send 8 men to the plate. They pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, and 3 left on. We go to the 6th inning. 5-1, Bulldogs on top. We're back after this.
Sausage Kingdom in Glendale offers their world-famous gourmet of sausage sandwiches, grilled and served on their fresh-baked onion roll. Choose from a variety of delicious sandwiches off their menu, including the hot Italian, bratwurst, Polish, and chicken apple, or perhaps one of Jody Maroney's hot dogs, such as the giant Kobe beef, the Coney Island, or their Chicago style. Jody Maroney's located in the Americana on Brown Boulevard. You can also check them out on the web at jodymaroney.com. That's Jody Maroney's Sausage Kingdom, home of the hot dog. Rocket Fizz offers a wide variety of specialty, retro, and imported sodas, candy, and novelty gifts. Zots, Pop Rocks, Bazooka Bubblegum, and a whole lot more. Make a special soda gift basket for your favorite Nitro. Beat those back-to-school blues with your favorite candy. Rocket Fizz, located at 138 North Brand Boulevard, is independently owned and operated. Check them out on the web at www.facebook.com/Glendale Rocket Fizz. Rocket Fizz, come be a kid in our store.
So we head to the sixth inning with the Bulldogs on top by a score of 5-1. And that last inning, 2 runs on 3 hits. So Zambrano with a base hit instead of an error. And it's now 5-1. You can close the books on Trent. He went 4 1/3 innings, striking out 1, walking 2. He gave up 5 runs, 4 earned on 7 hits and a hit batter. And now you've got Moran coming out for his 6th inning of work. He's given up a run, 3 hits, walking 2, and hit a batter. And he will face Tinoco, Wong, and Titchener. And the pitch to Tinoco, taken low, ball 1. He has 2 walks in the game, so he's reached both times and was left on at first base both times. So Moran out for his 6th inning of work. Again, he's got a couple 7-inning games under his belt on the mound, and now he's hit by a pitch. So Tinoco opens up the inning, getting hit by the pitch. He picks up his 3rd free pass. Apparently Moran thinking it's Christmas, giving Tinoco 3 gifts today. 2nd hit batter. Moran has offered up. Runner at first, and that brings up Nolan Wong. He's 0 for 2. Popped up to first, and he had a little squibber that the catcher picked up and threw to first, so he's 0 for 2. Tinoco with his lead away from first. Moran with a pitch to the plate, taken high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. So it'll be interesting to see how far he goes. If he gets a 4-run cushion, are they going to yank him or keep him? Pitch in the dirt. 2-0. On deck, Mike Titchener. Again, in his last outing against Hoover, he went 5. Before that, against Crescenta Valley, he went 6. His shortest outing in the 9-3 loss to Burroughs on April 7th was 3 2/3 innings. He's well surpassed that. No activity behind him, so right now it's the Moran show. There's the pitch to the plate. In there for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Wong. Andrew Tinoco on at first. He was hit by a pitch. 5-1 is the score. Bulldogs on top. Here's the pitch. Swinging, fouled back. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Bulldogs picking up a run in the first, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. The Nitros getting their run in the 2nd. In the 6th inning this year of ball games, the Nitros have only scored 2 runs. They've only scored 2 runs in the 6th and 2 in the 7th this year. So 4 runs over the next 2 innings. And he's hit by a pitch. So Nolan Wong gets hit by a pitch. Back-to-back hit batters. As Moran was trying to work inside on both hitters. 3rd hit batter. 5 free passes. And now we've got a meeting on the mound with the infielders. And that's going to get probably some activity scrambling in the Bulldog bullpen. So 5-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Back-to-back hit batters. Tinoco at second, Nolan Wong at first. That brings up Mike Titchener, who had a base hit his last time up. Was stranded at third. In fact, he opened the 4th inning with a base hit.
Michael Titchener.
For only the 2nd time here in this game, the Nitros with their leadoff hitter aboard. On deck, Nate Rangel. Titchener at the plate. Now Moran back up on the mound. Settles in. Titchener at the plate, looking for a 2-hit ball game. Working from the stretch with the runner at second. Checks the runner, now delivers. And the pitch is in there for a strike. So 0-1 the count. To Titchener. All of a sudden, everything gets quiet. A big moment in the ball game. It's like golf, the Masters. Here's the pitch, swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Playables. Castro comes in, makes the catch, and we've got one down. That's the second time Titchener has flew out to Castro in center field. Maybe he can get Castro to autograph a ball for him. And that brings up the pinch hitter. So Nate will give way to Prince Adrian Aguayo. So Rangel 0 for 2. Now Prince will pinch hit. He is 0 for 8 on the season. 2 strikeouts, an RBI, no. Just 2 strikeouts and an RBI, yes. A left-handed batter wearing number 23. So Adrian at the plate with runners on at first and second. A left-handed batter standing in. Moran up on the mound. Checks the runner at second. Now he's ready and delivers, and the pitch taken low with the fastball. 1-0 the count to Aguayo. Wearing number 23. He last appeared in a game against Burroughs back on the 14th of April. Had an at-bat, went 0 for 1. Moran checks the runner at second. Now he steps off. So you do have some activity brewing down in the Bulldog bullpen. So Prince standing in, batting from the left side. Runners with their leads. Here's the pitch to the plate. Strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. We have 1 away here in the 6th inning. It's 5-1 Bulldogs. Runners on at first and second. Tinoco at second and Nolan Wong at first. They were both hit by a pitch, which is 3 hit batters on the day for Moran. He's only given up 3 hits, 2 walks. Runners with their leads. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And Prince down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. On deck, Matt Bajanian. Looks like the pace of the game, too, has kind of settled down, or at least slowed down, I should say. Moran now ready. Has the sign he wants. Checks Tinoco at second, does a double take, and delivers to the plate. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. So Prince strikes out. The first strikeout of the game for Moran. We've got 2 away in the inning, and that brings up Matt Bajanian. He was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second and flew out to left field his last time up. So he has 2 runs scored now on the season with an RBI in the stat book. So runners with their leads. Here's the pitch from Moran. Fastball swung on and popped foul. That's back amongst the crowd. Strike 1 to Bajanian. 2 away in the inning. After back-to-back hit batters, Titchener flew out to center field, and then Prince striking out. And so Moran now with an opportunity to get out of it without giving up any runs. Now he's ready, working from the stretch with runners on. Does his double take to second base, and now he'll turn and look back towards second, then over to first. Nothing doing. Probably not going to see much activity on the bases as far as running goes when you're down 5-1. So Bajanian at the plate awaits. Does have an RBI opportunity with Tinoco at second base. Here's the pitch. Swinging, it's popped up around the plate area, but that's going to get back out of play. And Bajanian down in the count now, 0-2. Yeah, I guess he played football on part of the football team, and from what I understand, did not play last year, baseball. Coming out for his senior season and making the most of his opportunities. making some plays in the outfield, getting on base here today, scoring a run. The lone run of the game for the Nitros. So Moran looking in to get the sign. A long look. Now he's ready. Comes set on the mound. Checks the runner at second. Now he delivers to the plate. Swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Coming in is Castro. He's not going to get there. And it's a base hit. Tinoco's rounding third. He's coming to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as Di Pasquale dropped the ball. Now you've got a runner going to second base as the ball gets away from Olivatus, and everybody's safe all the way around. So Tinoco scores from second base, and that makes it 5-2. Wong goes to third, and then Bajanian with a base hit and an RBI takes second on the throw home. And for Matt, that could be his first hit of the season, and it is. He's got a base hit and an RBI. And with 2 outs, a run across, runners at second and third for Carlos Pedraza. Taking over for Trent, who started the game. Trent went 1 for 2, had an RBI double and a strikeout. Carlos hitting .083. He's 1 for 12 on the season with a single. He has 6 strikeouts. Wearing number 14, Mike Scioscia's number. And now Moran will step off. You've got second and third, so he could go from the windup, which it looks like he will. Carlos went 0 for 3 in his last game against Arcadia on April 18th in that 6-1 loss. Moran working from the windup. Delivers, and the fastball swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Castro moving back, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So for the Nitros, they pick up a run. They do that on 1 hit. No errors, and the bases with second and third. The men are stranded. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-2 is the score. Bulldogs on top. We are back after this. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Pasadena High School with the Bulldogs on top by a score of 5-2. The Bulldogs, they've got a run in the first, 2 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th for their 5. The Nitros picking up 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 6th. Pedraza out for his first full inning of work. He came in to relieve Trent, going 2/3 of an inning, allowing a walk and a hit. Trent, you can close the books. He went 4 in the 3rd innings, striking out 1, walking 2. Allowing 5 runs, but only 4 of them earned on 7 hits, and he hit a batter. And right now he is the pitcher of record. And for the Bulldogs here in the 6th inning, they will send up Castro, Tanner, and Di Pasquale. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. Castro, he's 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Wearing number 10, standing in, batting from the right side. He's been busy out in center field, catching fly balls. And he takes the first pitch low, ball 1 here in the 6th inning. When the Nitros come up in the 7th, they will have 9, 1, and 2 in their lineup due up. There's the pitch, and the dirt ball 2, 2-0. So next week, the Nitros, they will take on Muir. And the Bulldogs will battle the Burbank Bulldogs. And then to close it out, the Nitros and the Tornadoes, and then Muir and Pasadena. There's a long fly ball down the left field line that goes foul off the fence, about 280 feet away. Strike one. He was looking 2-0 and he got his pitch and just pulled it foul. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Castro, leading things off here in the 6th inning for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have only gotten their leadoff hitter aboard once. That was back in the 1st inning. And he scored. Swinging, there's a high fly ball to center field. Rangel going back. Jacob is there, makes the catch, and we've got 1 down. So 1 away, and that brings up Axel Tanner. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Singled back in the 3rd inning. Reached on an error in the 1st and was thrown out trying to steal. And then he flew out to left field this last time up. So he's 1 for 3 today. He went 0 for 4 on Tuesday. 1 for 7 in the series. But he's reached 5 times. He's gotten on base 5 times. Reached on an error, a couple fielders' choices. So he's gotten on base, and he takes a big cut and comes up empty. Strike 1 the count. He was swinging for South Pasadena on that one. So Pedraza looking in to get the sign, working from the windup with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the strike 1 pitch. Off speed. Bounces before the plate. Ball 1. That only works in cricket when you try to hit the wicket on a bounce. 5-1 is the score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the next pitch on the way. Fastball swinging. He pulls it foul down the left field line. And now Tanner down the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Again, you can go back. Well, you can tune in now or later on this weekend in the archive section. You can go back and rewatch this game, the simulcast on PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. The 1-2 pitch swinging. There's a ground ball towards short. Knocked down by Bryce. He has it. Up with it. Throws to first. Off the mark. And Tanner is aboard. So 1 out. Runner at first. And that's the 6th time out of 8 plate appearances that Axel Tanner has reached base. Reached on a couple errors here today. Reached on an error and a couple fielder's choice plays on Tuesday. And really at this level, I know you're into stats and stuff, but it's just about getting on base. There goes the runner. The pitch swinging, hit and run on. It's a blooper towards shallow center field. The second baseman, Edom, makes the catch, throws to first, and they've got the double play. So Edom makes the catch at second base, backpedaling, and then Tanner gets doubled off at first. And it's kind of interesting because he kind of stopped shy of the bag. Well, no runs, no hits, an error, and nobody left on the F4 or the F4-3 double play. And we head to the 7th inning. Do or die time for the Nitros. They will send up Rangel, Edom, and Wong. And we are back for the 7th as Moran takes the mound looking for the complete game victory. And we'll see if he can pull it out. Back after this.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. Got to see that's how I dream to be. I dream I move. I dream I groove. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. I want to be like Mike. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Be like Mike. Be like Mike. Oh. Be like Mike. Yeah, I try. Just one day if I could be that way. I dream my
So here we go to the 7th inning. Do or die time for the Nitros, and Jacob Rangel, senior center fielder for the Nitros, leading things off. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to center field, and he flew out to left field in his previous 2 at-bats. We've got a delay in the action. Some Nitros wandering around like the goose earlier down the right field line. So here we go, Rangel, the first pitch swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. That will send Castro back a few steps, but he's there to make the catch, and we've got one down. So that's the 6th fly ball out that Castro has caught. And that brings up David Edom to the plate. He has 2 hits today, 2 for 3. Has a 4-game hit streak, and he's hit 5 out of his last 6 games. Back-to-back singles, and then he flew out to center field. So Moran looking for the complete game victory. He's 2 outs away from getting it. Into his windup. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, taken high, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Bryce Wong on deck. Again, the next game for the Nitros coming up Tuesday at home, 3:30 versus the Muir Mustangs. Mustangs got the best of the Nitros last year at Glendale High. Here's the next pitch. Fastball waved at and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. This is his second 2-hit game. He got 2 hits against Arcadia back on April 18th in that 6-1 loss. Then he had a hit against Arcadia in the second game, a hit on Tuesday, and a couple hits today. A deep breath by Moran up on the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Working from the windup. Now he's ready and delivers. And the pitch swung on and missed, and Edom down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. He took a 2-2 count in his first at-bat and flew out to center field. An 0-1 count, he singled, and a 1-0 count, he singled. Now he's facing a 1-2 count. So Moran has the pitch he wants. Into his windup. There's the 1-2 offering. Taken high, and the count goes to 2-2. 5-2 is the score. Bulldogs on top here in the top of the 7th inning. 1 away. Pasadena 2 outs away from getting the victory. Here's Moran, delivers, and the pitch missing outside, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Edom has worked back in the count. And now we've got the payoff pitch upcoming. Right-handed hitter standing in against a right-handed pitcher up on the bump. Here's the pitch by Moran. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. Second strikeout of the game for Moran. 2 away, and that brings up Bryce Wong. He's 0 for 3. He flew out to right field, grounded out to second, and then hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Second base to short to first, and that ended the 5th inning. So the Nitros down to their final out. On deck, Andrew Tinoco. So Wong up there, a left-handed batter. And the first pitch swung on, fouled off over the third base dugout. He had 2 hits. 2 singles on Tuesday. He's 0 for 3 today. He has a 4-game hit streak in jeopardy. And he's gotten a hit in 6 of his last 7 games. There's the pitch. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards guess who? Castro. He's there to make the catch, and that's the ball game. The Nitros go down in order here in the 7th inning, and the Bulldogs get the victory. The final score, 5-2. Your winning pitcher is Nick Moran. He improves to 5-3 on the season. He goes 7 innings, striking out 2, walking 2, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits and hitting 3 batters as the Bulldogs improved to 12-10 overall, 4-6 in league play. The Nitros dropped to 2-17-1 overall, 1-9 in league play. Your losing pitcher is Trent Blucherarian. He goes to 1-8 on the season. He went 4 1/3 innings, striking out 1, walking 2, allowing 5 runs on 7 hits, and hitting a batter. The final score, 5-2. Pasadena gets the victory. We'll take a break and come back with the totals right after this.
Coke and a smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile.
So back here at Bulldog Stadium, the final score, Pasadena gets the victory 5-2. Let's take a look at the totals for the Nitros. Edom went 2 for 4 with 2 singles and a strikeout. Bryce Wong went 0 for 4. Tinoco had 2 walks and a hit batter, and he scored a run. Nolan Wong 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. Mike Titchener went 1 for 3 with a single. Nate Rangel went 0 for 2. Prince Aguayo went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Matt Bajanian 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI, and a hit by pitch, and he got his first hit of the season here today. Trent went 1 for 2 with a double, a strikeout, and an RBI. Carlos Pedraza 0 for 1, and Jacob Rangel goes 0 for 3. So the Nitros 2 runs on 5 hits, the Bulldogs 5 runs on 8 hits, and again, Nick Moran, your winning pitcher, Trent Luchararian, your losing pitcher. Hey, don't forget, if you got go back and relive the game, you can. PasadenaBaseball.weebly.com. Special thanks goes out to Steve Tanner for helping us hook up the simulcast for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it. It was great collaborating with them. The final score, Pasadena wins it by a score of 5-2. The Bulldogs, they will take on the Burbank Bulldogs next week. The Nitros take on the Mira Mustangs Tuesday, 3:30 from Sam Harvey Field, and we'll have that game for you here on EdomRocksRadio.com. That's going to do it. Thanks for being with us. You guys enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday at 3:30 here on EdomRocksRadio.com as the Bulldogs get the victory and earn the split with a 5-2 victory here today. We'll see you Tuesday here on EdomRocksRadio.com.